All right, when you're converting numbers from mixed to improper, such as 3 and 1/2, you multiply by the denominator and then add the numerator. So this would be 3 times 2 plus 1 over 2, which is going to be 7 over 2. Okay. So you multiply by the whole number times the denominator, add the numerator. So if I were to give you 4 and 1/7, what would that be as an improper fraction? What do you think? What would this number be as an improper fraction?
29 over 7.
How?
7 times 4 is 28 plus 1 is 29. And then you put 29 on the top and 7 on the bottom.
Okay.
It's right. What you think? Think I'm doing it wrong?
6 and 1/3. Go ahead.
Speak.
Go ahead. Yes. So it's the whole number times the denominator. So what's 6 times 3? Plus 1. So this would be 19 over 3. It's my grade book. All right. Are you set with mixed to improper? So that's the beginning part of the assignment. If I were to give you 22 over 7, you would divide top by bottom, or numerator by denominator, and you put your remainder over the denominator. Over the denominator. So you would say 22 divided by 7 is 3. Remainder 1, so that would be 3 and 1/7. An easier way to do this, if you don't want to show all the division steps, you could have said 22 divided by 7, and you get that. So you would say 3 times 7 is 21. Looks like I need one more to get to 22. Because when you're dealing with bigger numbers, it's not going to be quite as simple.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Why does on the top of that calculator it says silver edition, then when you look at it, pink and white?
It's just the version.
Stop interrupting.
This comes in silver, blue, and pink. And orange, also orange. But it's all a silver edition. The next question, if I were to give you 12 over 5, How many times is, go ahead. So 2 and 2/5? Okay. Because you said 5 times 2 is 10, that 2 left over goes on top of your denominator. Is there anyone who still wants more practice with this? The camera's not on. Okay. What if I were to say 13 over 2? How many times does 13 go into 2 without, or sorry, how many times does 2 go into 13 without going over? Yep.
6.
And what's left over after that? 1.
1.
You put that over the 2. So it's 6.5. Yes, ma'am.
I'm confused on how like you do
Okay. If you did 13 divided by 2, 2 times 6 is 12, right? So you subtract 12. And what number is this right here? So you put that number over the denominator. Now, if you're unsure, like if I gave you 173 over 4, and you were to say 173 divided by 4, this is 4. Bring down the 3, and you're like, I don't know how many times 4 goes into 13. I'll say 2, and you subtract 8. You get an answer of 5, and you say it's 42 and 5/4. You should be able to notice here that 5 is greater than 4, so you add more and more to it, and you would get 43 and 1/4. Hopefully you don't make that mistake, but just know that this value and this value are equivalent. It's just this is in simplest form. The other thing you need to remember to do is convert things so they are in equivalent fractions for subtracting. So if I say 1/3 equals how many 15ths, how would you find that out? Yes.
What's 5 times 3?
Okay, so you're saying 3 times 5? So then whatever you do to the bottom, you need to do to the top. 1 times 5 is what? Go ahead. 5. Just so you know, I'm not calling you by name in case you don't want your name out in the worldwide interweb. So these are basically the skills you need to perform the task today. If you have any other questions, let me know, but you have the last 20 minutes or so to work on this assignment.